you can take one-on-one sessions, like ma'am said. So please, uh, yeah, take these sessions, and from your by sitting just from your home, you can learn things, isn't it? So that's what we did in the pandemic too. Yes. So believe me, I have been teaching online from the pandemic. Just the pandemic started, I started teaching. So it's a nice experience. Initially, I thought, how can I teach someone? Because before that, like 4 or 5 years, I used to teach directly a classroom sessions, and all of a sudden you can't see the people, and you just have to speak blah 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 blah, and whether the opposite person is listening or not. So all these things were there in my mind. Then finally, when I started it was quite effective. People can learn things even through online easily. Okay. And also saving the time and other things, right, because of the pandemic. Okay, so let me share the screen. uh, so good evening, guys, those who have just joined. Yes, we are doing reading today. Those who just joined today or today itself, they have logged in or taking our sessions or seeing our sessions. So it's reading, that's what we are doing. And in reading we are doing label completion. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. So label completion, guys. So diagram label completion is nothing but a diagram is given, and you need to label it, and you need to just follow the arrows. Sometimes how this is going, it is going to the right side or left side. Mostly, it comes like clockwise. From like this, right? Clockwise direction. So follow the arrows and read the passage. Obviously, you need to read the passage or the paragraph from which you need to identify. Usually, the passage is quite bigger. For example, it's just a small paragraph here. Okay, because we know that where the diagram answers are like taken from. So it's not the entire passage. It just make you feel that okay, from the entire passage, the paragraph, this entire question can be answered. But usually it's like for like 7 to 8 paragraphs. Okay, so in that you need to first identify where to go and find out like where it starts. Okay, that initial thing you need to do it. Okay, once you feel okay, from this paragraph I can get the answers for the diagram. Okay, then definitely it will go in a flow. So it'll sometimes what happens is maybe the first answer you got it in the like second sentence. Sometimes you can get the third answer in the first sentence. Very rarely, but it would be there in the same paragraph. One hint I can give you is it would be there in the same paragraph. Okay, so we are doing 6.1. Okay, those who have got the handouts, please go to the handout 6.1. If you have not got the handout, those who have joined just now, ma'am can provide you the link, and obviously she shared you the link. Yes, if at all if you didn't get, again that will be shared in the chat box. Okay. Yes. So it's 6.1 school experiments. Yes, and this is the question. Okay, the diagram below shows how copper sulfate has made using simple laboratory equipment. Choose no more than 3 words or a number from the passage for each answer. So obviously you need to label the diagram. We all have labeled the diagram in our schooling, isn't it? And that too, it looks like a science experiment, and it is also saying that it's a school experiment, right? So those who are not even good in experiments also, they'll do it. Sir, why should I do this? I'm not a biology student or a chemistry student, for example. I'm not a science student. Why should I do this? How will I do this? It's not why should I do this. If it comes in your IELTS exam, you should definitely do it. But how would I do this? Or because it is in general, what we call in general criteria only, it will be explained. What we have done in a school, mostly 8, 9, and 10 standards, whatever we have studied in chemistry. So maybe in general, okay, it will be there. And also diagrams are of various types. Okay, I'll just show you a diagram can be of this. Okay, it is something related to NS, natural science, right, or human body. Okay, and this is also something related to biology, right? Yes. So it's not that you have to be pro in biology. And another label diagram which you can see is it's on something related to a conductor or electrons, isn't it? So a label diagram shows about yeah, how does the night vision work? Okay, it's about a night camera maybe. Okay, so definitely we'll come to that too. But that you will be doing in the homework. Today we are going to do 6.1. Okay, 6.1 school experiments and 1 to 6 questions. Okay, so what is the criteria here? So it's the criteria to answer diagram or a what do you call label diagram is nothing but to understand how the entire process is going on. Just you'll have a look at the question, how it is going, where the arrows are and all. Okay, also consider the words which are close to the blanks. Okay, definitely hints are given in the pass I mean the diagram itself. Okay, the hints you'll with the hints you'll also identify the next upcoming answer. Okay, these are mostly picked up from the text, and definitely you need to use first look for synonyms. See, reading is all about synonyms. Okay, synonyms is nothing but the meaning of it, right? Then read the labels provided already, as these are helpful in finding the answer. Yes, obviously you need to read the label, what is there in the upper sides and yeah, inside it. Okay, just a detailed vision should be there, and you may find answer in the description of the diagram. Okay, obviously it is there in the passage. Before you answer the question, try to find out the keywords present in the paragraph and highlight it. So always if it's a paper based test, highlight it. If it's a if you're obviously if you're doing from computer now, you can highlight it over there. It's okay. Okay, you can do it a small highlight over there. Okay, you can do that. But if it's a paper based test, you can just underline it. The answers may not be in progressive order. May not be. Sometimes it will be, sometimes may not be. Okay, so 50-50 chances. So it can go up and back further. But one thing I can tell you is it will be there in the same paragraph. Okay, in the same paragraph where it started. Okay, so without delaying, let's start this answering this question. Let's see how many people will answer. Your time starts now, and you need to answer this question in okay, yes, 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. That's better. And once it is answered, you can, ma'am, we are going to give a poll, right? Here for this.
So for this question, we can they need to write the answers in the chat box itself.
In the chat box itself. Okay,
Yes.
guys. So you can type your answers in the chat box. So read the instructions carefully and please start. Okay, still people are joining. Okay. Okay, those who have just joined, you're doing 6.1. Yes, label the diagram. Please start. We just started. So even the link has been provided. Okay, what is this question? Um, so could you show the passage for once? Okay, yes. It's 6.1 school experiments. Satvik. Got it, Satvik? Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, someone joined. So no more than 3 words, guys. Okay, guys, you can start giving the answers. So let me check in the chat. I want you to type that in the chat, guys. So one, two, three, four. 4 to 5 people have given, but I want all the 6 answers. So just now I joined. Could I say me what's today? Okay. Could you say me what's today? Yeah, today's task is reading, Habib. Yes, it's reading, and we are doing diagram labeling. I've given some time to do it, and yes, the above on the above you have some link where you can actually go to the worksheet and do it. Okay, so we're doing reading today. Reading that too, labeling the diagrams, and what else we have? Yes, Anupama has given the answers, and Priyavasini, we have given the answers. Jayendra Sai, Satvik has given one, only number one. After that, I didn't get. Guys, type in your answers. Shruti also has given. Okay. Shruti, it's please check your answers. Maybe an arrow is not given between reaction and one and concentration and one. So it goes like this: reaction, then to the one answer, then concentration, then to the second answer, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that. Okay, the arrow is coming like that. Okay, maybe there's no arrow over there, but after reaction, the next process. After concentration, next process. Okay, then third, like that. Okay, Shruti, I think you got it. Please retype your answers, correct answers if you have got it. Okay, guys, we can't wait for more. Yes, it's a lot of time now. We'll discuss now. Okay, any more answers? Guys, is anyone still doing it? You want 1 or 2 minutes time? Can you type it in the chat box, please? Okay, so no one has given any response. Okay, the first one is filtration. After reaction, the next stage. He's talking about the next stage, right? Obviously. So here we have the experiment is divided into 4 distinct sections. So first section or the first stage is already given. That is reaction stage. He has given that, right? So the next would be what he's asking. So if it is the first stage, what would be the next stage? Okay, and after that, third stage, then fourth stage. Okay, these are the 4 stages. Is like actually notifying us. The first stage, blah blah blah, and Second stage is starting the, where is it? Yes, this process is then repeated until, again, same process talking about the first stage. Okay, powder has been added to the powder has been added to the sulfuric acid, right? That's what it's saying. The heat is then removed in the beaker and allowed to cool. The second stage is here, that is filtration. Okay, guys. So second stage is here, guys. We got second stage here, our keyword, and our answer is filtration. Yeah, many of you might get doubt. So why not filtration stage? Because it's not given reaction stage or concentration stage. We'll write only that particular word. We'll follow the same criteria, even though it is 3 words. Okay. So you need to write only filtration. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Next comes the next stage is obviously concentration stage, right? So the final stage or the last stage would be crystallization. So the final crystallization stage happens when the solution begins. So obviously we got concentration stage. After that, the next stage would be crystallization. So the answers are, first one is filtration and second one is crystallization. Okay. Yes. Then uh, third uh, third one third one is adding something, right? Huh? So what is that powder? Copper oxide powder is the answer. So most of you have given the right answer. So copper oxide powder. So is adding that powder, isn't it? So some of you have given copper oxide, but it's better you write full 3 words, isn't it? Here, all the 3 words are matching, isn't it? So what is it added over here? Copper oxide powder. So answer is copper oxide powder. And next one is remove. They're filtering something here, isn't it? Remove copper oxide or filter copper oxide. Any of them is correct. So fourth answer is remove copper oxide or filter copper oxide. Okay. Fifth one is sulfate solution. Obviously, the solution is collected here. That's what it says, right? Sulfate solution or copper sulfate solution. It is better you write copper sulfate. So it's not sulfate solution, sorry. It's copper sulfate solution. Both of them, both of the arrows, it is indicating copper sulfate solution. And sixth one is copper sulfate crystals. Copper sulfate crystals. Okay. So any doubts, guys? Let me check the chat. Yes. Yes. So Shruti, I think you got the first two, right? So filtration and crystallization. Okay. And third one is also, it's copper oxide powder. Okay. Shall we move to the next diagram? Yes. So 6.2, 6.3, and 6.4 will be your homework. Okay. So please do it as a homework or an assignment. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's a question which says that the answer is only copper oxide accepted.
No, because that powder also should be written. That's what I reiterated before, right? It should be copper oxide powder. 3 words. Try to match up to 3 words. See, the answer can be 1 word, 2 word, and 3 word. But here, all the 3 words are matching here, isn't it? So if we go here, all the 3 words can be matched. Okay. Yes. So you need to write full all the 3 words. Copper oxide powder. Okay. then only it becomes that, right? So they didn't add copper oxide solution or liquid, isn't it? So even powder is also required. I hope I answered it. First stage is wrong, buddy. Shruti. First stage is itself says what is first stage reaction? It is already there, right? Reaction. That is the first stage. He's asking about the next stage. So I've already underlined. The second stage is filtration. And in between, concentration stage is also given. And the fourth stage is crystallization, the second answer. Okay. So filtration, crystallization are one and two. Here, copper oxide powder. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, but they're still saying that not for the third question, but for the fourth one, which is on top of the filter.
Mm-hmm.
If for that, can they write only copper oxide? Not for the third one where it's going into the beaker.
No, there it is actually something they are being filtering it, right? So, guys, it is filtered here. So, yes. So definitely you should write something is filtered, right? So what is filtered here? Or copper oxide is filtered. So here you need to write filter copper oxide or remove copper oxide, any of these. Okay. So that would be the fourth answer. Because after they mix it, they heat it up. Again, they're pouring it in a filter tunnel and then doing it, right? So a filtration process going on here. So definitely you need to write uh, filter copper oxide. Okay. Or simply from the passage itself, we have remove copper oxide. Because if you write remove any copper oxide, it will be four words, right? So what you need to do is you need to compress it. You need to come to come to the nucleus of the answer. So if you write only copper oxide, it won't give you the exact thing, right? But something is there. Even copper oxide is there in the previous solution also, but here also. But what is happening here? Removal of it, isn't it? So that is what you need to write here. So remove any copper oxide would be the right answer, right? But any will become like fourth word. So you can't remove the remove. So it has to be there, isn't it? So remove copper oxide. That would be the right answer. Okay. Yes. Okay. Guys, it's it's half an hour, guys. We need to go to the next one. So till 6.4, we'll be doing the homework, and we'll do 7.1, which is matching headings. Okay, it's a new like question type here. Mostly students have matching headings as a problem. So yesterday, I believe someone said, "Sir, I have problems with the matching headings. I can do true or false. I can do fill in the blanks and others, but matching headings are giving me tough time." Okay, so I also told that if you feel that yes, one thing is bothering you, one question type is bothering you, do more and more of it rather than doing the entire paper. So usually how do we get the old paper? From old papers only we do, right? So whatever we are doing it from the old papers, because in IELTS every reading is a new passage, every reading is a new question or article. Usually these are articles. That's what I told you, right? The articles which are derived from newspapers, journals of UK, because this is made in Cambridge, isn't it? So yes, for example, someone who has written the examination yesterday, IELTS examination, that reading is not repeated again. Okay, but the what do you call, the headings or the topics can be the same. See, you have done a practice on robots, for example, or artificial intelligence, a passage, you got it and you answered it, you practiced it. If you get the same topic passage, you cannot assume that, okay, I've already done, okay, for that fourth answer and fifth answer, this will be the same fourth and fifth answers. No, you cannot compare it, because every passage is different. Every IELTS examination, they give a new paper. Okay, so new passage. But Only questions or things which are repeated are mostly speaking. Speaking are quite very repetitive. Speaking and writing also. Okay. Once we get to it, I'll tell you. Okay. So matching headings. So matching headings is nothing but you need to match the sentences to the paragraphs. Okay. So a set of paragraphs will be given like A to H. A paragraph is named actually A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, for example. Okay. And the questions will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So you need to match these headings or like the explanation of that paragraph is compressed and given it as a heading or given it as a sentence or even a two-word phrase also. So that you need to match it to the paragraph. So these are called matching headings. Okay, that means you're giving a heading to that paragraph. You're matching it. Okay, and yes, obviously you need to. One trick I can give you is if a heading is, I mean, if passage is like this and questions are like this. Okay, so basically for this type of question, you can read the paragraph. For example, a paragraph, I'll read first sentence and last sentence. If the paragraph is very big, the paragraph is very big, I'll read the first one and two sentences and last one or two sentences. Then I'll go back to the options here. Then I'll see what matches. Then I'll name it. Okay. So in that way, we can do it. Okay. So we have to do it. It's not we can do it. We have to do it in this way. Mostly students ask, why can't I go to the question first and then come to the passage? No, it's better. Uh, for example, if you take town facilities and then you go for every paragraph, where is town facilities, where in that way also you can do it. But this is the better way. Someone asked me, sir, should I go for the questions first and answers first? So for other type of questions, you can do a number of things, but for this type of question, if you read the passage, or sorry, paragraph first, and that too, first, if the paragraph is small, first sentence and last sentence. If the paragraph is big, first two sentences, last two sentences, come to the options, give the option. Okay. So that is the one hint I can give you. So we all can do 7.1 and then we'll discuss. Okay. Once you do it, you'll understand matching headings. Okay. Instead of explaining, giving a lot of explanation, just jump into the ocean. Okay. Yes, it's in 7.1 and you need to answer yes. 7 questions. Yes, you need to give 7 answers to it. For example, A. A is like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You need to say that. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I'll give the poll for these questions.
Okay, great, great.
Okay.
So will this poll will be in 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, yes,
5,
ma'am.
how it goes? Because
Yes.
usually Roman numbers they should give, right?
No, sir, it is in 1 to 10 only right now, like normal.
Yeah, so we should have 7 questions, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So all the 7 questions have 10 options. That
Okay.
is 1 to
Okay.
10. Okay.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, please start doing it. And you have 10 minutes again, 11 minutes actually. So 1.5 minutes for each question. Try this way and use my strategy. Okay. Let's see how far that strategy works. And whatever strategies I tell, it is only 90%. It works only 90%. Another 10%, you have to even look it in between also sometimes. Okay. But 90% you can't take it off, right? Try this. First sentence and last sentence if the paragraph is small and the paragraph is big, first two sentences like that. First two and last two. Both you need to check in the paragraph. Let's see. Yes. Any questions? Why am I not able to see the poll? Let me log in. Log in again. Sorry, yes, I logged in again. Yeah. Okay, ma'am, you can send in the poll. Let's see how people will do.
So people have already started answering the polls. You can say.
Some of them are not able to view it. Fine. Let's see. Okay. Okay, shall I wait for another 2 more minutes? Guys, are you still answering them? Can you type yes or no? So do you still need 1 or 2 minutes, 2 more minutes, guys? Yeah, that's true. Harshini. So you need to poll in order to see other polls. Maybe. Yes, true, true. Thank you. Okay, Dharnesh Kumar has done. Okay, that's good. Okay, shall we discuss, guys? Can you say yes or no? Okay, only one said yes. Two. Okay, guys. I can't wait anymore to discuss. Okay, so let's discuss. If you have any issues, you can type in. Type in the chat box. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. The first one is A. A is government buildings. Okay. So A is 10. Number 10. Government buildings. Then B is 6. B is number 6, which is historical foundations. Okay. And C is number 9, the residence of the rulers. The residence of the rulers. And D is number 3, which is urban divisions. Okay. Which is urban divisions. That is D. D as in Delta. Okay. And paragraph E is 4, which talks about architectural home styles or architecture of the home, isn't it? So it should be 4. Then paragraph F would be 7, domestic arrangements. So how the people are living and what kind of homes they have, the arrangements. Okay, domestic arrangements is the suitable heading for it. And yes, then G paragraph talks more about town facilities, isn't it? The facilities of town, what kind of facilities are available, whether they are getting water or not, all these things. Okay. So any doubts here? So do you want me to repeat one more time? Paragraph A is 10, paragraph B is 6, paragraph C is 9, paragraph D is number 3 or Roman number 3, sorry, number 3, and then paragraph E is 4, paragraph F is 7, paragraph G is 1. Okay, guys. So shall we move on to the next one, or do you have any doubts in it? Let me check if anybody's typing. So you need to, okay. Let's go to the next passage, guys. Okay. Yes. We'll do a next set of questions. I got only 2 correct. Yes, Dharnesh. So you can again redo it. You already have the paper with you. So please redo it again. Okay. So till 7.4, from 7.2 to 7.4, it's homework. You can slowly start doing it. Okay. And let's do, it's one of the kind of matchings. So in matchings, we have different matchings, right? Matching headings is what we have done before. Now we'll do matching features. Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Why A is 10?
Yes, sir, that question.
Yes. Okay, let's go back. That's what I was waiting for someone to say something, right? It's mostly it is talking about government things. See, if you read the first sentence, the Yoruba people of Nigeria classify their towns in two ways. Permanent towns with their own governments are called Ilu, and whereas temporary settlements is called as Aba. So the government itself is given something, or the things which is something related to the government, isn't it? So that is the reason these all come under government buildings. So what answer have you given, Danish? What would be your answer for for the first one, or first for A? Five types of settlements. So don't go again deep, guys. Okay, if you go very deep, you might end up doing wrong. Okay, so we need to get the keywords here. Okay, so keywords are very important. And from the first sentence, whatever we get, we take those keywords. With the help of those keywords, we'll check the options quickly, because we don't have time. We have less than 1.5 minutes, isn't it? So yes, I think you're thinking very deep. Okay. Otherwise, uh, yes, government buildings would be the right answer. Okay. For C is a word, colonization. No, dear. For paragraph C, what is paragraph C talking about? Okay. So paragraph C, mostly it is talking about the places where often very large, are very large, in the area of Oyo, places covered with 17 acres and consist of series of courtyards and surrounded by private and public rooms. Okay. And last sentence, what is it talking about? Often the rulers built two-story houses for themselves using some of the place grounds of government buildings. So how the rulers thing, I mean, used to stay over there. So it is something related to the rulers, isn't it? So definitely we got a ruler word here, and residence. Obviously, how they used to stay, isn't it? From the last sentence of it. Okay. So that would be the our key sentence. Okay. And it is mostly talking about how these governments have taken their usually when Raja Maharajas used to be there. After the government has come, democracy has come, and government has formed. Okay, I don't know much about the thing, but yes, they have taken the things, isn't it? But how these people live now? Okay, after 1930s. Okay, that is what it is. So mostly it is number 9. Okay, yes. Okay, let's go to the next set of question. Okay, so it is matching features. So always read the question carefully, and definitely the question will be like this. Okay, read the instructions and then questions, and then you need to match the features according to it. For example, here's something related to experiments. For example, here you need to underline, for example, your keyword can be. Okay, like this. Okay, your keywords would be telepathic, experiments, or maybe started. According to you, whatever the keywords are, you can underline it, you can highlight it, then go back to the passage and check and come back. Okay. So without wasting time, I'm giving you 5 minutes exactly to answer these 4 questions. Please answer them. Okay. Let's see how you do it.
So the polls for these questions will be
This one also is for the poll, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. So 8.1, it's about telepathy. So you have exactly 5 minutes to go. Ma'am, F option is not there in the poll, I think.
Sir, actually, the question says that they have to mark the correct letter from A to E only, and they had to mark years for the question. So 100, I felt 100 is no, like it is none of the years. Now that's why I didn't give the option
Yeah,
only.
but okay, fine. I usually, yeah, because it is given out there, right? Okay.
In the question also, na, it was saying A to E, so that's why I just gave only options. Ke liye.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can eliminate F, guys. Okay. Students, you can just ignore F. Okay. I'm sorry. One more time. It's our bad. Even F option is there. It is one of the answers.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So it's one of the answers. Okay, guys. Shall we start giving the poll? At least you can give the poll for 2, 3, and 4 because first one is F. Okay, I'm giving you the answer. First one's answer is F. Okay. Yes.
Many of the students have already answered.
Okay. Okay. Shall I go ahead and give the answers, guys? You want one more minute? Okay. Anything in chat box? Let's see. Okay. Let's go for it. Okay. Yes. The second answer, first one I have already told, it is F. Okay. So you can omit that, and F would be the right fit for it. Okay. And second is C. Okay, which is 1982, and third is B, 1980, and fourth is 1970. Okay. So any discrepancies? So one more time, I'm repeating. First one is F. Second one is C. Third one is B as in boy. Fourth is D as in Delta. Okay. Yes. Let's see if you get any questions. So, so many of you have given the right answers, but only the first one, yes, I'll omit it. Okay. So, okay. Yes. So, any more questions? So, your homework would be after 6.1, 6.2, you need to do 6.3 and 6.4, and then 7.2, 7.3, and 7.4, and then 8.2, 8.3, and 8.4. Okay. So these are all matchings. Try your luck and prepare well. If you're not getting it, do it one more time. Okay. So this is practice time, right? Don't count time and all, because usually what happens is for one passage it is 20 minutes, isn't it? So three passages within 1 hour you should do. But when you initially started this, isn't it, because we have not done these kind of readings for a longer time, long ago, maybe we would have done it in our schooling, isn't it? So give time. It won't come just like that, because I mean, I'm not discouraging you guys, but the English with what we have learned from our schooling, from LKG to 10th or intermediate, isn't it? After graduation, we never speak in the college sometimes, if unless until if it's a very very strict college where you need to speak only in English and you need to improve your communication skills. Okay, but yes, so it represents everything, whatever you've learned, the English level. So from here you need to improve. How will you improve? By giving some time to it. Okay, everything doesn't happen in a go, right? So you need to give some time for reading, definitely. Okay, those are your problem with the readings. Okay, so understand, read the passages, read articles. Okay, read BBC articles, all these kind of things, like I have told yesterday. Please do these things and do the homework also. Yes. Okay, guys, I believe we don't have any questions. Okay, ma'am, you can take over. And guys, if you want to check your answers for the homework, you can go to our website, and there is a link, Google link. You can click on it and check your answers. Okay, for the previous homework, for the previous day's homework. Okay. Yes. Thank you, and have a great evening. Good night. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma.